And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie, the gang, and well, that girl has showed up. Let's just go ahead and take a look at. They are just such a wonderful couple today.
Yes, they are.
Look at match.
They all Christmassy over there.
We coordinated.
If y'all had a ribbon,
Yeah, it looked like a couple of bookends over.
Some of us are in the Christmas spirit. The holidays, 38 degrees outside. It feels good.
yes, it is. It's perfect weather.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's nice.
So you went out of town, Julie. How was it?
It was good. I went to Washington, D.C.
Did you get to the White House or?
We rode by there. They didn't invite me in, but we did some of the sites. We've been a couple of times. We were visiting a friend, but we had a lot of fun. It was
Is that
good.
where you had the wreck?
What wreck?
Well, we showed it on the.
You don't
last
watch
week.
the show.
Oh, that skeleton on the porch wasn't decoration. That was Biden.
Well, we showed that picture of that broom just out in the middle of the road.
It hit that power pole.
No, that is not. That is. I'm not.
So what is it? What would you say is the most interesting thing that you've seen in Washington that you go, yeah,
gosh.
that's why you should go see it?
It really is. We have a beautiful nation's capital, and
Yes.
the Smithsonian's that you can go in and out of, they're free. We went to the Holocaust Museum, which obviously was, I'd not been to that one before. But there's just so much to see. I mean, and it's kind of, you got to do a couple of trips almost. You can't see all of it and really appreciate and stand there and read everything.
Mount Vernon
Lincoln,
was one of my favorites.
Vietnam, World War II. It's all of them are just really well done.
So go inside History and Archives and go look at
the actual
documents, Declaration of Independence,
and Constitution.
The Hope
give
Diamond.
you the EBGBs right there.
It's very.
The Hope Diamond's
Yeah.
there. The cathedrals. I mean, the cathedral. They're just it's awesome.
Is that
Washington
that same
Monument,
group that filled in
Jefferson
for the
Memorial.
Jordanaires?
The cathedrals.
I mean, I've gone to the top of the Washington Monument. That's cool. One of the cool things we've done before is we've gotten scooters, and we went to the. I know you're not going to the top of the Washington Monument, but we got scooters and we went down Embassy Row, where all the ambassadors live, and from the different countries, and you can see what country lives. And we went all the way down.
It's where they got all those call centers about your car warranty.
Top.
I didn't think about that, Greg. That's a lot of truth to that.
Hello, my name is Joe.
No,
It's Karen.
it's from all countries.
I didn't realize it was that way in there. I'd never been through there.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, it's
one
a
day-
really beautiful city.
I did see that scene from Forrest Gump. Did you go wading into the thing to try to reenact that
Yes,
moment?
absolutely.
Okay.
That's the
I'll send you the
nastiest
pictures later.
set of water in the world, because there's so many geese in there, and you think Bonita's bad. Now they keep the sidewalks halfway clean around the.
I didn't know all that.
But
either.
yeah, it's
The Cherry
water's
Blossom
dirty.
Festival. that is absolutely
The cherry
Those trees
blossoms.
out there
Yeah.
are beautiful.
See, I got a little culture.
I'm proud of
I
you.
saw
Look
it on
at
TV.
you.
He ain't never been.
Yes, I have.
And I have not been. One day I do hope to go. You and I were talking about that. I haven't been.
I'm shocked that you have not been. I think
You
that-
don't get off the beaten path, though. Now, I'm
know.
telling you, it's
yeah.
beautiful, a lot of stuff to see, but it's a very dangerous city.
Yeah.
I can see that. I would imagine.
But you got to leave Lauderdale County.
That's a problem right now.
Yeah.
It's hard to get far from the action, so to speak.
And if you act like really, really special, they'll give you the presidency.
Oh, will they? Oh, Oh, my. As we get this day underway, it is nippy, as we all put out there. Let's see here. As we get ready for this, let me ask this. Let me pull this up so everybody can kind of know what it is, because I don't think we all know exactly what's going to be happening with this. This is tomorrow in downtown Meridian.
Right. Okay,
What is
Festival on
this?
Front Street. This is our third year to do this. It's the same group that does Full Moon. I'm not in charge of it. I'm helping with it, though. But it is an international food tasting. We've kind of worked on the format a little bit, and what we do is we go to area restaurants of different varieties, and we will have samples where you can go around. You can taste Thai food, German food, Mexican. We'll have, oh gosh, I know.
Is it similar to what they had Sip and Savor, to where the food is kind of out in the center?
Yeah, it's going to be similar to that, but it's going to be local vendors and local restaurants, and so we have a band. It's real laid back, and it's fun, and you get to go around and sample different stuff from different cultures that maybe you wouldn't order or try. And so our group celebrates the arts, and we acknowledge the culinary arts as well. I mean, what food is
Greg does.
Yeah,
Greg does too. He's an art lover.
So that's the the
right.
purpose and intent of why this event came to be.
Does
It's
it
really
cost to attend?
Yes, it is $20 because we try to have free events, and it's really a deal when you think about how many samples of things that you're
look
going
at
to
what
get.
you get to try.
Yeah.
Inflation. So it's $20. I think it's $25 at the gate, but you can go online and purchase those tickets. You can go to our Facebook page. You've shared some of our links, but artsandcommunityeventssociety.com is our Facebook page, or is Facebook and our website. So it's going to be tomorrow. Starts at 4:30. You can buy tickets at the gate, but you can buy, they're $5 cheaper if you just hop online right now and purchase them. And it's just fun. You just walk around, eat food.
Now, what part of Meridian will this be
Now,
in?
we've been on 5th Street, but we are going to be back on Front Street again because of the work that's happening on 5th Street. So, and we don't have moons for this event, but we do have like a big blow up vegetables and stuff like that. They look really cool. So when you turn on Front Street, you've seen the pictures. I've sent it to you. They're cool.
Mama, that bell pepper. Never mind.
We've got an avocado.
All right.
We've got like a 16-foot blow up.
Look, kids, y'all don't act right. You're not going to see that avocado.
You try to do something nice.
I know.
And then people like you ruin it for everybody.
You know how many people's gonna come see that avocado because we talked about it?
Anyways,
Can I have a picture
y'all
by the
come join us.
asparagus?
It is fun. We don't have any of the foldy over things for Scotty Ray, but the rest of you will like it.
I'm all about that kind of stuff there.
Yeah. Anyways, it's fun. 4:30 tomorrow. Buy your tickets online now.
We'll talk more about it as the
Yeah.
morning goes to get you familiar
And
with
we're
it.
going to pull up the picture so you can see the
Right.
giant vegetables.
Yes.
Oh.
Please.
Your worst nightmare.
I like bell pepper if they're stuffed with meat and cheese and stuff.
We'll get your picture by the asparagus tonight.
We'll get all that and so much more as we begin your Friday morning here at the Scotty Ray Report. Again, chilly 38 school buses are rolling today. Watch for the kiddos.
Deer
They're standing
out.
out. Yeah, a bunch of those as well. We'll be right back.
Most everybody has been impacted by cancer in some sort of way. I personally witnessed it firsthand when my wife Casey battled breast cancer 4 years ago and won. So in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Kia Meridian would like to give back. We will be donating $100 per vehicle sold this month to the Baptist Cancer Center at Anderson's in Meridian. If you are in the market for a new or used vehicle, come by and see us to help out for a good cause. Your fight is our fight.
When I was elected to the state Senate 9 years ago, my goal was to bring a new generation of conservative leadership to the Capitol to get things done. I'm Mississippi Supreme Court to do the same thing. I've written legislation to lower taxes and reduce regulations on farmers, manufacturers, and other businesses in Mississippi. On the Supreme Court, I'll use my experience and conservative values to always interpret the law, not to rewrite it or bend the rules for anyone.
Al's Garden and Gift. a charming place to harvest memories and gifts this fall. Gather a bountiful selection of pumpkins in a variety of colors and sizes. Capture curb appeal. Enhance an entrance or outdoor living space with beautiful mums, snapdragons, hay bales, corn stalks, or a handmade wreath. Make game days and tailgating even more fun with Captain Rodney's. Savory spices, grilling sauces, gourmet jellies, and Mississippi cheese straws too. Come fall in love with all things autumn at Al's Garden and Gift.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel.
And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is Odie. It is Friday here at the Scotty Ray Report, where the whole gang is in town today. And Greg, we have hunted it. What is this, Odie?
The avocado, the shelf.
Is that a string bean?
That's
A butter bean? What is that?
I would say a pea in the pod, and then the broccoli.
Do y'all charge for family photos with any of this?
No.
No. Boy, that looks.
Y'all are about to be mean. I know y'all
You
are.
got to pay somebody to get in that thing.
Volunteers work hard on this, and so
Okay.
y'all go ahead and make fun.
Wait a
not
minute.
saying
We need his true response to this. You ready, Greg?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
It looks like a Fruit of the Loom commercial.
This and so much more downtown Meridian tomorrow night.
You too can be an avocado.
It does. Somebody made the comment. It reminds me of Veggie Tales. Y'all remember that little cartoon?
Hey, as long as they got good food, they can dress any way they want to.
That's right.
Because I like good food.
Come on now. It will be good. And this is kind of the line. It shows you how this works as you look down through. And this is
That's
real
Jamaican
similar.
food. That's Leon.
Oh, that jerk chicken.
Yeah, we're gonna have jerk chicken.
Oh, man. Yeah,
Yeah, but you
talking
got to
about
wait
fine.
30 minutes to eat it.
Man, that's good.
Well, not tomorrow.
It
You
was
can.
hot.
Well,
I love that Island
Ooh, that's
601.
good. Oh,
It is
that's
so
some-
good.
Hey,
So we
I'll
went-
go with that.
We went and worked, and every one of us was hungry. I'm talking about we had passed being hungry, and we walked in there and went and got us some food, and Greg got the jerk chicken. When it came out, it almost melted that styrofoam plate, and Greg had to wait 20 minutes before he could
It
touch
was
it.
delicious once I got to eat it. But have you ever been so hungry and your food was so hot
Yeah.
and you can smell it? There was enough BTUs in that box you could have heated Iceland. I mean, and you don't think it's ever going to cool off. I just, you start nibbling around the edge trying to get it cold.
You can't make him
starving.
happy if it
I was
was
starving.
if
But
it
the
was
food
5
was
degrees.
awesome.
The food,
It's
was-
so good.
The food was fine.
We're going back. We have been back.
I hate to show this reminds me of that time I was in Dallas. I was in Fort Worth. And this little waiter come around, and he had a bunch of meat on his, and he started using language I didn't know, and I just had to dumb it down. I ain't never jerked meat. What did you call it, Greg?
That's
jerk
what
chicken.
jerk chicken. That's,
Jerked chicken.
That's the seasoning.
Jerk.
they
It's
put on.
not jerked. It's jerk. It's the seasoning that they use.
Jerk.
Well, I got-
like the Cajuns use a lot of blackening seasoning. This would be like the types of spices they use. It's called jerk.
Yeah, you could.
I ain't never heard.
It's
of that.
delicious.
Oh, it
is
is
great.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we were in Jamaica, and they had these stands set up, and they were cooking on the side of the road. Oh, man, it was,
It's delicious.
I'm learning.
it was
Okay.
really good.
More and more as we go
we're
along there.
gonna get you cultured.
I'm getting there. We had a car chase in Meridian last night. y'all.
Oh,
Now, I don't know if anybody remembers. One day this week, I had a young man send me a message, and he said, "Would you mind putting my car up? It's been stolen."
yeah. We talked about that, Tuesday?
I believe so. It was a Kia, white Kia, that had been stolen from 40th Avenue. We spoke with the police, and sure enough, it had been stolen. Last night, didn't turn out so well. Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department spotted it. The people that were in it commenced to running, and they ran. Then they didn't know how to handle this car, and this is the end result here. as this would end at 40th Avenue and 26th Street, not far from where they stole it from.
Well, at least they didn't knock a boat off a seafood restaurant or
That's
nothing.
true. That's true. But they did take out a fence, as you'll look at the picture there. His car has been damaged. As the wreck happened, they all jumped out. Boogie there. One was caught. The other are still at large and still running, but they did catch one. You always got to have one slow one in the bunch so the rest can get away.
If they would have been large, they probably still wouldn't be running. But at large.
At large. Yes.
If they'd eat their vegetables, they'd be in better shape.
I know, that's right. Come to Feastival.
Now,
come to Feastival tomorrow.
I've
Eat your
gotten
vegetables.
throughout the week, and I'm not joking about this, I've gotten several, as we often report gunshots throughout Meridian. I've had no less than 3 of these reports of people that reported what sounded to be his car being used in drive-bys, and I do believe that's what happens to your car most of the time. They take it; it's not shipped out of town. Every now and then that'll happen, but the vast majority of times they take it and hide it somewhere in town, and then go use it at night to do devious things. And so goes the case here. We all are speechless over there.
It's just accurate. I really don't understand the drive-by shooting. I mean, just driving around and shoot. I don't know. It's very difficult to understand for me.
I had something, and I'm not. Before I get into this, I want to say this. I'm not being ugly by any way.
For real.
But something needs to be done here because nobody ever knows this exists. As I left the parade downtown Meridian last night, I walked through Dumont Plaza, and there was this mariachi-looking group there, and nobody there. I thought, what are y'all doing here? Well, nobody really knows this exists. I forget the name of the group that puts this on. Is that the Third Thursday people?
If this is Third Thursday, then yeah, that's the Meridian Council for the Arts is the group that does that.
I've never heard a single word about anything going on.
No, but the 4 people that showed up for it enjoyed it seemed like. And this can't be cheap to put on. But somebody should look at contacting people when you do things. Huh.
It's difficult.
Advertising.
Yeah.
Now let me go to bragging on somebody. This was special. Last night I made it over to Northeast Park after I left there, and citizens, Neil Henry. What a group that done with these special needs children. They had tournaments last night, and they gave out the special place for others to thrive. And it was their soccer teams. And I was sitting up there with Little Caesars. They just went above and beyond for these kids, y'all. A great time there. I really liked the necklace. I was trying to figure out how to get one myself.
Yeah.
You didn't get you one?
I need to get one. I could fit in with next time I'm over at Little Caesars. There's Neil and the gang and the many volunteers that make this happen. I just want to say thank you because it was touching.
So
Neil's been doing that for years.
That's awesome.
I bet we could have gotten a local player of the week from there.
Yes, sir.
You know something though, what really it touches your heart because we are on a serious note, which I don't have many of those. So much bad going on. This shooting, that shooting, this robbery, that robbery. Then you see something like that, and there's good people left in this world.
Absolutely.
There's good people left in this city. And, you know, I've always said, if you'll take care of the little children, everything else will work itself out.
That's right.
I agree with that. And it was so many people that I knew that came up and I spoke with there last night. Thank y'all. And a big thank you to all those folks that I don't know that took part of that. Because there's always people behind the scenes, like with ACES, that I don't have a clue.
Somebody cut the grass and cleaned up and set all that up, and they never get any credit, and they don't want it. But, I mean, the wheel wouldn't turn without them.
Absolutely.
Sure wouldn't. That was one of the many things.
Be nice.
I'm proud of you. I thought those boots being high were going to make you crazy.
Because my feet hurt.
We got to talk about those boots in just a minute there. Well, as a matter of fact, What is the deal with the boots? Let me ask.
Every time I get to feeling good about myself, I get these boots out and wear them and remind myself of how ignorant I was to buy something without trying it on.
Yeah.
They actually fit, but it's the most uncomfortable pair of boots I've ever had in my life.
What? I mean, were they like $100, $200?
No, he's rich.
No.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is a good, like ostrich boots.
They're
we're
full
talking.
quill ostrich,
Oh,
but
yeah.
they kill my feet.
When I bought mine,
He waddled in here this
I
morning.
got a pair for graduation where other people were getting trips to.
Right.
And they come with these little sacks,
Oh, yeah.
little carports for them that you put your
Carport.
Yes.
Yeah, it comes with this. It's kind of like a Gucci bag you get with your ostrich boots.
Not just Crown Royal comes in a sack, Odie.
Each one get its own bag.
That's right.
So what's wrong with the boots?
I don't know. I've always worn the Nakona. I've always worn the same size. Oh, these are 9B, my size, and they kill my feet. And they fit. They're not too big. They're not too little. But it's like you're walking on a 2x4.
We got to do something.
I think they're going to Village
So you
Western
just-
Wear
how
and get them
often?
to put some new soles, rubber
Try it.
soles or some insoles. They can usually fix anything.
Put some Dr. Scholl's in there.
Something. I don't know. I mean, I had to get somebody to tell me if I had them on the wrong foot, you know. I didn't know.
Well, you couldn't see them.
He's being ugly.
Yeah, yes.
But I was telling Greg, I've got a pair of ostrich that same size as all my other boots.
Right.
And they're just a different color, but they're tight. And I don't know whether I need to go down and put like a lift jack in it and try to stretch them or.
Hey, I bought some one time at a sale in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
It's a good story, but I stood in the bathtub with them on for about 2 hours trying to get them to stretch. Beautiful eel.
Is there a
Man,
picture of
they're
that?
Good boots. And I never could get them boots to where I could wear them. Me and my brother-in-law, we bought about 3 or 4 pair apiece. My sister, my wife, they still make fun of us. But they were a deal. I mean,
Just couldn't use it.
yeah, we just couldn't wear them. I think we buried one of my uncles in one pair.
The thing
Doesn't
about
matter how.
Well, he didn't matter if it was uncomfortable or not.
the thing about if you've never worn a pair of ostrich, y'all, it's like
It's like
wearing
a glove.
tennis shoe.
It's
It
like
is.
a glove. It's comfortable.
It's the greatest feeling. It's as close to a tennis shoe or anything that you'll ever feel.
Well, this is not.
But you can't. I've learned this with Rex. You cannot wear ostrich boots and take off across pasture because they're ruined after that.
They weren't. Yeah, they weren't.
So that's why I've got these loafer things that I found that work really good for running across pastures.
You mean
Well,
like
the
them
croc
velvet
things?
shoes?
You run?
I've
Well, not
never,
really.
Okay.
never worn those shoes they make in Holland, but I can only imagine that that's what they feel like. Those
wooden clogs?
Yeah, and I got the ones that
wanna
the
get you
new
a pair
guy
of
made.
Yeah.
He wasn't quite seasoned yet. So
The things we go through in life. We'll be right back. We're going to tell you about an incident that happened. I really
Are we
had.
actually doing some news at some point?
Yeah,
today?
we got to do some
Okay.
more of that. I heard about something yesterday. I had to do some serious investigating to find it. We'll tell you about that next as we begin our day.
Most everybody has been impacted by cancer.
J&J Tire and Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian.
When it comes to enhancing your outdoor experience, you need a companion that can keep up. The Kubota RTV 850 Sidekick at Parrish is your ultimate utility vehicle for every adventure. From the deer camp, trail riding, or just working on the farm, the Sidekick delivers powerful performance and versatility. These units start at $15,499 cash and have a $2,000 rebate. Financing is available as low as $285 a month.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows, call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
again.
That thing we went to last year. Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody tells me nothing.
Well,
I'm just like a mushroom kept
all he
in the
has
dark.
to do is check his email.
It's eaten.
I did that
They probably
last
didn't invite you.
December.
They were-
Yeah, I know. That's why you don't get no information.
Inflation. They're worried about.
I don't do
They
that.
said we can cut back 10% if we don't invite Greg.
Ann said she could make them boots fit better on a fire she makes.
Maybe so. As I mentioned, an incident happened. This is Friday. This was in the early hours of Thursday morning. I started getting rumors about it. And I didn't at first think there was much to it. I thought this was a fender bender, as I would get word that 6 people had to be taken for medical care from a wreck that happened in Meridian. Now, this would happen on 33rd Street and 36th Avenue is where this happened, and a lot worse than we thought. It was a car filled with 6 juveniles that hit a tree head on. Here's a picture of what is left.
6
Now-
people in that little car.
I do not know. Of course, you get into it being a juvenile, and after they're taken to the hospital, you don't find out a whole lot of condition. But y'all look at this.
Man.
That's a total loss, and it's a wonder. And as word tells me, as emergency officials arrived on the scene to 36th Avenue, they were laid out in the street, which tells you that most likely there wasn't a lot of seatbelts. Now, could they have got climbed out of it? Yes, I don't know that to be 100% true, but there were people laying in the road when emergency officials arrived on the
That's
scene.
so scary.
It is. That could have been a lot worse than we thought. It could have been tough there. Last night, boy, this was a big deal. Downtown Meridian, as we had the Meridian High School come by. Everybody is getting ready for the homecoming activities tonight at Meridian High School. So think of 23rd Avenue and think, I don't want to go that way during ball game time because it will be traffic backed up.
There are a lot of people in town for this weekend. So be mindful of the out-of-towners. And like you said, any of those roads around Meridian High is going to be
Congested, is that
Yes.
the word?
Aren't they having a homecoming event on City Hall on tomorrow?
Yes, they are
Okay.
tomorrow night. The Meridian High alumni are meeting at City Hall. They've got a huge party scheduled.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really big.
They said that this is racking up to be bigger than the Meridian Picnic and Juneteenth. That all of these people coming in for homecoming, the whole alumni. This used to be held at QV Sykes, but they've outgrown that, and they have moved everything to City Hall. Like over 100 vendors are going to be set up.
I missed the memo on this.
So
well,
it's going to
Odie
be
and I know all
huge.
about it,
Apparently, y'all do.
Yeah.
and you're supposed
What
to be
time
the
is it?
one delivering the news.
What time does this take place?
I don't know.
Come on now.
I'll get you. I've seen.
Yeah.
I imagine it's all day.
Southeast is having their homecoming tonight.
Oh, that's good.
Didn't know about that.
Missed that one too.
And I saw
there.
some pictures from the homecoming parade. It looked like there were a lot of people like on City Hall on. I don't know.
Getting ready for that. I was over by Fire Station number 1 yesterday afternoon, and the parade. I was getting ready for the parade to start. I was actually over near your office, and Fire Station number 1's in front there, and all of a sudden,
You
all
just
these
got in behind them.
well, the woo-woo lights went off, and I thought, well, they're going to the parade. But no, I look up and I see smoke. And I thought, oh my gosh. So right down the street, this was only a block or so, right down from Fire Station number 1, and a block away from where the parade was starting. The second story here of this apartment complex caught fire. And if y'all want to know somebody that's Johnny on the spot, it's these guys. They were in that home, had that thing out before you knew what had happened. It was bellowing black smoke. And
You couldn't even get the cat.
You hear a lot of negativity on a lot of things, but I'm gonna tell you something. Meridian Fire Department's A1, Jack.
That's a greased wheel right
they
there.
on top of their game. My hat's off to the chief,
Yep.
and he's obviously got the right people in the right places.
Yep.
And you can just see their demeanor. They're happy. Happy,
Yes.
but you got good morale. People work harder. You know what I'm saying? They come in early, stay late, and they don't mind. You can just tell the difference over there. My hat's off.
when I went to
Meridian
Blackwater
Fire.
to the fire there this week, when Meridian Fire Department showed up on scene, that place was blazing, and these guys charged in. I'd never seen anything
That's
like it. They had a team that was well trained, and into the fire they went. It was something to watch. They really, if they have like a fire Olympics, I think these guys need to enter.
Oh, yeah.
They do. I've seen that before.
They do?
Like they
Hey,
race.
but you know something? Their chief would be the first one with that. You know what I mean? And that's where it makes a difference.
He
I
goes
can tell
in
you to do
volunteer
something
fires.
all day long, but when I go help you do it, or if we're going to pick something up, the chief's the first one to bend over and get his in, that people will follow you.
Yes, sir. That's what makes a leader.
Well, you
right.
can't
Yep.
ask somebody to do something you wouldn't do yourself.
That's right.
Oh, we're going to have to start the whole city Meridian government over.
Gee, shake that, you sketch.
Elections are next year.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
here's
sir.
the thing, and most time you get a new mayor, they start
2025.
changing things around.
Right.
You can change anything you want, but I don't care who's mayor. Don't mess with the Meridian Fire Department. You've got the top-notch
You've
fire
got something to be
department all around.
proud
Don't you
of.
touch him.
Neshoba Central homecoming tonight.
Yeah, Neshoba Central. Look at there. And, Gareth Driscoll is a part of Meridian Fire Department.
Carol says her son is there.
Yep.
Well, it is. I mean, I've always appreciated firemen, fire department. I mean, but I'm telling you, you can just see the demeanor, the guys that work there, the men and the women. They're happy people.
Yes,
My
they are.
hat's off to Michael. I mean, he's doing a great job. Hate to blow smoke. And this is not a paid political ad or nothing, but the guy's doing
Michael
good.
Ted paid him?
Yeah, I mean, he is.
He does. He does a great job. He really
cares.
does.
What impresses me is you have a fire and he's the first one jumps out of the truck, got
It
a hair
is.
pack on, running in the fire, and everybody go, "Who that?"
Yeah, you
That's
say, where's the
chief.
He
chief
rides with
at?
Scotty
He's
Ray to the
inside.
fires. They get there first.
Before the fire department.
I'm telling you, I have a hard time keeping up with them. It's tough. They'll beat you to the scene if you ain't real careful there. That's one of the things that happened yesterday. I wonder, we'll address this one here in just a little bit. I got word that coming back in Highway 80, Alabama, right across the line over there, Cuba, Demopolis. Y'all look at this.
Ow.
Oh yeah, the utility truck called.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, boy.
It didn't work out so well there.
Oh, that's all that DEF system that they put on them now.
Yep.
That really makes things better, cleaner air. Boy, it looked like that was really cleaning up the air, didn't it?
It was. Let's take another look at that.
How's that working out for you there, Democrats?
As long as they got a safe space, it's okay.
Now, as y'all remember, y'all saw me in the street, and I talked about this several times.
I sped up.
Yeah. Poplar Springs Drive. We had two people shot in Meridian, Mississippi in the middle of the street there.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
We would go to a standoff, what we thought, for about
At the
a couple
empty
hours.
house. Yeah.
Yeah, at the empty house. Why? Because this guy had caught a greyhound.
And
Seriously.
I think he had like a monitoring bracelet on.
Yes,
or
sir. He
something.
did have a little monitor there.
So he had it built-on tracker.
Yes, he did. He was caught yesterday, Tucson, Arizona, as US Marshals moved in. He's getting a plane ticket or a slow bus ride back to Meridian, Mississippi.
Well,
Can
so
Harold walk that far?
The old song, getting his kicks on Route 66
Yeah.
or whatever.
But, I mean, that's he went a good ways. I thought he'd maybe made it to the Hattiesburg area where he was from, but he kept going. Tucson, Arizona. That shows you how quickly someone can get to somewhere else.
That's right.
And we don't know whether he had connections, if people were giving him rides, or he was using public transportation the whole way. We don't have those details yet. Hopefully, we'll get those. But
That's a lot of carrots and a lot of hay to get Harold that far.
coming up, we got so much to do. We're going to go back in history, test these two here as they get ready to challenge one another. We'll be right back. As the seasons change, so do your clothes. And Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve. Also Hulk shirts. And America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need to keep you dry in those wet conditions. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. The tractors are rolling at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. Drop in and see Keith, Cornbread, or Buttermilk. They've got a tractor that fits the need that you have. Whether it's a 26 horsepower, a 40, or bigger. Plus, they offer 0% financing for up to 96 months. Whether it's a part, a new tractor, 0% financing, or just simply a laugh.
601-626-8759, Highway 494 in Collinsville. That's Freeman Tractor. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. And as we have Greg and Julia in, that girl, on Friday.
Hey, well, I think she's been here like 3 times in a row.
Well, I won't be here next week.
What's happening?
Imagine that.
I have places to go, people to see.
Well, we need to know where you're going because it wasn't approved.
It's my daughter's sorority parents' weekend next weekend.
Couldn't you drive up after the show?
No joke.
No.
I mean, it's not that far.
You know, I've always been told prioritize.
Yes, sir.
Prioritize.
No,
and we're obviously not even on the list.
Julia.
I work in Jackson, so it's easier for me to go straight.
Well, you can go east.
You still got to come through
and do north.
Since when does a woman go the easy route? I mean,
I would have thought you would have been excited. Who are you going to get to replace me next week?
probably that avocado.
Yeah.
As we turn the pages of history, 1867 was the year the U.S. of A. Made a little purchase, and I think it was like
Alaska.
That's it.
Was it Seward's? They called Seward's Icebox. They called it.
Wasn't it? Am I right? It was like 1 cent an acre.
Oh yeah,
it was cheap.
And they thought they got a deal. And the people that bought it, the ones that was in Congress or whatever, they liked the tarred and feathered. Damn, they didn't. Now look, hey dude, all your oil, your gas, all that stuff. But yeah, it was Seward's Icebox, I believe is what they called it.
There's no questions.
No. I'm good. Thank you.
And I remember that from like 7th or 8th grade history.
Good memory.
Seward Folly.
Seward Folly.
Yeah.
Man, folks, people remember history. It's still out there. It's amazing.
No, unless we rewrite it. I mean, you know.
Have you ever been to Alaska?
No.
It's on my list.
No, but we
I
know
wanna go.
Charlie who went.
Yeah, Charlie lived up there for about a year.
He
year
tried
and a
to
half.
dive up there, but
I feel like I would
he
be
wanted
like,
to dive for gold.
want to do the cruise.
He said the hardest thing about staying there that long, you know, part of the year, it doesn't get
It's
daylight.
dark. Yeah, it's dark, like 23 hours a day.
And there's no 2-day Amazon delivery.
That's right. Well, I would have to ship him Dale sauce. That was his big thing. You couldn't get Dale sauce up there.
You know, and I've watched some of those shows where they do that gold mining up there. And it ain't for me.
And the
that's where he
groceries
was
are
at.
really expensive because it's hard to get them there.
What gets me is we are around here. We need some cold weather to get rid of those mosquitoes. They got mosquitoes in Alaska that look like turkeys. So don't tell me cold weather will get rid of mosquitoes. I
They're
mean,
still there, huh?
Exactly.
The biggest amount that I know about that was North to Alaska with John Wayne. I watched the movie, so I feel like I know Alaska. Way up north.
To Alaska.
Going north, the rush is on. It was 1926, and it was about a railroad shack. It would all begin there.
This
Jimmy
guy's
Rogers?
got his own dance.
Cotton Eye Joe.
he was featured in Back to the Future.
His music was.
Yeah.
Because he got a phone call and said, "Hey, I think I found the music you've been looking for."
Jimmy Rogers? I don't know.
Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry. He did play at the Armory on Highway 11 one time, if I remember right.
Was he lost?
What'd you wear?
That was before my time, thank you. I had on these boots. That's when I learned white guy can't dance.
Pinkert and Bowden. They sang the song.
That's right.
1931, this guy would pass away. Noted as probably one of the smartest people that there ever was.
Greg.
He found 700 and something ways not to make something.
Albert Einstein.
Newton.
Y'all are close. Y'all are close.
Murphy.
No. Light bulb.
Edison.
Thomas. He invented that old
Isn't there
light
a little
bulb there.
controversy on whether he actually did or not?
Oh, that's people want to rewrite history.
Is that,
probably.
No,
don't
Elvis.
they think like Tesla or some?
Tesla, there is a lot of talk about that.
Okay.
Tesla, if y'all had done it.
Are you putting an R on the end of that?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not.
He was a
not
real
one.
smart fella. He just didn't know how to spell his name.
Can't make a car either. It's cars don't last either.
Just can't make a truck look like a truck.
He can't get an extension cord long enough.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, does the name Peter Boyle mean anything to y'all? Think about that.
Sounds like something you'd have removed.
Well, he did. 1935, he was born. He was the dad of Everybody Loves Raymond.
Love it. Good guy. Good guy.
Remember the
he
episode
was really
where he
funny.
backed the car through their house?
Oh, yeah.
And he didn't want to pay for it? Yeah. And the wallpaper? Okay. It was just me. I saw that episode one too many times. Yeah. This is is always the question of everybody if you were stranded on a desert island.
Who was the most beautiful?
Who was the prettiest?
Ginger or Mary Ann?
Yes, sir. Who would you go with?
Mary
I feel
Ann.
like you got a strong opinion.
Mary Ann.
I'm Mary Ann also. Julie.
I could either one. I'm good with.
Okay, we'll let you choose Professor or Gilligan.
You always go with the smart guy.
She's going for Thurston Howell. He had the most money. Come on.
No, you always go with smart.
I'm kind of like that Thurston Howell thing. Yeah. But it was she was born today, Dawn Wells. And if y'all remember, she died in a nursing home absolutely broke. Matter of fact, they had to start a GoFundMe to help pay her medical bills. I don't know what went wrong. No.
And that happens so much more than you think. These people that we think mega money, and
then a lot of times it could be that people within the industry ripped them off. You know, as in their accountants that steal from them, and they have no, because you're out working, you have no idea what they're doing.
Look at Willie Nelson.
Yeah. Happened to Willie. But there's the cast in the background of the big crew there. Professor Ant. I don't know who wrote the song, but it was cute.
Sing it for us again.
I can't.
Okay.
This next, I normally never bring up bad guys, but this guy affected American history so much. It changed the course of history, the way things are done. It's day in, day out, his name is still brought up. It's the only reason that I put his birthday on here.
Yeah, no more open-topped cars for the president.
Booth or Hinckley or one of them that shot somebody.
Lincoln.
Shot Lincoln. Who shot
This would
Kennedy?
be in an open cab car.
Who shot Kennedy?
That's where we're going there.
On the grassy knoll.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It would be Oswald.
Yeah.
Oswald, yeah. And then he woke up dead too, didn't he?
Yes, sir. He sure did.
Yeah, it's weird how that.
And if anybody believes he was the only one, we got some oceanfront property for you.
That's kind of like the one that took the pop shot at my man Trump.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
think that guy? Look at the guy. You think he's intelligent enough to come up with that on his own? I mean, really?
No.
Never
But they
mind.
took him out so he couldn't talk.
Next game.
Oh, here's another one. Y'all remember this?
What was?
You don't remember that?
That looks dirty.
Na,
We're
na,
gonna
na.
Rock, paper, scissors.
No, everybody
Mork and
knows what
Mindy.
that is.
That's it.
There you go.
Pam was born on today. She was the girlfriend, and I think they married on the last episode before they canned the show.
They should have canned that show.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh, no, it was bad. I'd rather watch a test the emergency broadcast system.
It was very dull and boring. It just, and and that come off a spinoff of Happy Days. I think Fonzie
No, it was a bad. But somebody's doing mushrooms or something. That was a bad spinoff.
There's nothing like getting a divorce from your spouse. She's been kind of ugly to you.
Well, I ain't going there. I've been married 30 years. I love you, dear.
But you decide to get remarried.
To the same one?
No, to a new woman. And you want to get back at her.
Yeah.
So you sell tickets to your wedding and send her an invitation, tell her to buy one. That's what he done today. It would happen in 1952. Oh, you know the story of this. He actually done this. Charged to come see the wedding. Now, I think they got married twice on the stage at the Louisiana Hayride.
Hank Williams.
There you go.
Miss Audrey.
Miss Audrey.
Yeah.
He married Billie Jean, which was the kiss of death.
That's right.
Everybody she marries dies.
Yeah.
Everybody. And she would be the one that Hank took in the bathroom, if y'all remember that. Who was that she showed up with at a party, and they walk in the bathroom, and Hank says, "She came with you. She's leaving with me." And she did. Billie Jean, she was a beautiful woman, but death followed her. It was 3-4 husbands that just...
They think she did it?
Well, I'm just saying they died.
A lot of coincidences there.
How?
Johnny Horton, he would be one of those, and it just string of things. Beautiful, but deadly. It was 1950. You didn't hear much about this, other than Jailhouse Rock, as he got sent to jail for being, it's Elvis. But he got, it starts out, he gets into a fight, and he gets sent to jail for a crime that, It was a mistake. But he actually did get into a fight. It was 1956 on this day. He stopped to buy some gasoline, and it went south there. He got kind of pushed around and punched the guy.
And Elvis was like a black belt in karate, too. I mean, that was... Yeah.
That's why he wore those jumpsuits so he could do it.
Yeah. Then he got big, and them rhinestones would pop off and hit you in the head.
Big Elvis, little Elvis.
So did you prefer Big Elvis or Little Elvis?
I mean, obviously the thinner version was.
Okay, I'm just checking
Hey,
over there.
we fat people are sensitive. What Chuck say? We got feelings too.
Oh, Elvis. This guy would.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
Kumita.
What was the first? Who was in?
Y'all don't know what the Kumita is?
No, I don't.
Golly.
What is that?
That's the big fight that he went in.
Did he?
Yeah.
Huh, I didn't know about that one.
This show's getting kind of slow, and I'm here in person.
Sorry.
We'll just go ahead and give that one to Jean-Claude Van Damme.
All right,
had a
yeah,
birthday
I
today.
like him.
What I was trying to remember, he was not the one. No, I was wrong. I was trying to just White Line Fever. And at first I thought for a brief moment that he was the star of White Line Fever, and he was
what
not.
You're talking about?
That's a trucking movie.
Yeah. You remember that? And I can't remember the guy's name that was in White Line, but it wasn't him. Looked similar.
He portrayed a
he was a
military
bad
guy
dude.
who went to Japan or something to get in a fight. And it was a true story. And the U.S. military told him, says, do not go. And he went and won this big national whatever.
Wasn't that a song in one of those, The Lion King, Akuma?
Akuna Matata.
Yeah, that song.
What a wonderful phrase.
Oh, what?
Akuna Matata.
You can probably get something for that.
1960, since we brought up Happy Days.
Make a cream for it.
As we look back to spinoffs, she would end up getting a spinoff from it. Anybody remember this girl?
Joni and Chachi.
Yes, sir. That's what it was.
Aaron. What was
Moranis.
it?
And again, she would come to a bad end. This next guy was a country star. I'm just going to give it because y'all won't guess this
I've
one.
never
Josh
heard
Grayson.
of him.
What did he sing?
Not much.
It wasn't much. He's right on that. It was a one-hit wonder.
Okay.
It's on the tip of my tongue. I'm trying to think of it.
I ain't heard that one.
I got nothing to lose.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it. 2004 is when that happened. Maybe we should drop him off from this. No, 1980. This was huge. I don't believe in
movie stars,
and
organic food, and foreign cars.
But I believe in you. It was today that it went number one. 1980. Don Williams. They called him the Gentle Giant of country music. You've got that look of disbelief over there that we know what we're talking about.
I'm just riding out trivia.
You don't care for it, huh?
I've been trying to get it.
I think she's just milking the clock. She's glad she showed up 3 times in a row is what it is.
I'm expecting a
She's
raise.
probably going to join that union or whatever.
I should. Have you seen how I'm treated?
Life will be complete if I never have to hear Two Sparrows in a Hurricane again. This one ranks right up there close to that. But it was a big hit. Went number one today
What's wrong
in
with
80s.
Two Sparrows in a Hurricane?
It just,
They're probably going to get blown up.
I mean, it's not.
It tested way too high on Country Gold, and they just kept playing it until I didn't want to hear it.
Song.
But
It
here's
is when it's
the one
over.
that comes in second to that from Tanya Tucker. It was called Just Another Love. Okay, so I don't.
You get away from Dale to Dawn, I'm not interested.
Yeah, and Lizzie and the Rain Man, and what's your mama's name, child?
Ooh, and just caught the Jamestown Ferry.
Oh yeah, it wasn't a cold day in January.
Hot day, something. Yeah, that's good.
Like you said it'd be. And then, of course, when I die, I may not go to Texas.
That's right.
I may not go to heaven, but just send me to Texas.
That's right.
Yeah. 1988 television went to...
Crap.
Yeah. This really, I attribute what happened to the families in America to this show. I truly do believe this was the beginning of the downfall of what we watched on television that changed to smart aleck remarks from children to their parents that had no couth. It goes back to this television show, and it was big.
Roseanne.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I agree.
This was the beginning of the end of television, and that's truly how I feel. I don't.
I can agree with that.
She just bad, a bad example all the way around of how and not to act in life. That's what she is.
I agree.
Okay, now I got that off my chest. Let's go
You feel
to.
better?
Yes, I do.
I didn't realize you were so passionate about Roseanne.
that show bothered me. And then when she got up and spit national anthem and done all that nasty stuff, it just further more backed up what I was thinking. 1994, what happens when you show back up to town? You just got out of jail and, well, you call all your exes and they're all married?
All of them live in Texas.
Well, that's pretty close. But he had something similar. That had already been written. So he wrote, I'm going through the big D and I don't mean
Dallas. Yeah.
Mark Chestnut.
That's a good one.
What about that linoleum towel? He's still making notes. In 2000, this lady, her name was Dixie on the show. We remember
Dixie
watching
Carter?
it. Rampart.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Emergency.
She pretty's a speckled pup.
She was. Julie London was her name, and she played Dixie in that television show. So it was a good show, and I can tell that you never saw it, did you?
I don't think so.
Okay, we'll leave that alone.
I still don't watch a lot of. This isn't my. I'm not good at TV movies.
Okay, all right. Well, let's go back to 2002. He would pass away today, but he was a part of the team. Da-da-da-da-da-da. As y'all remember
Hawaii
that?
5-0?
Yes, sir. Kam Fong Chun.
Say what?
Yes, sir. I can't pronounce it. I tried.
Do it again for us.
It was Chin Ho. He played Chin Ho, but his real name was Kam Fong Chun. Did I get it right?
I don't know.
Works for me.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're going to
sure.
stick with that. But of course, he was on Hawaii 5-0.
Book 'em, Dano.
That was the show. I'm working on my extracurricular activities of speaking foreign languages.
Ooh, this girl
We
got
cannot
legs.
wait.
It goes up to here.
English first.
What do y'all think?
He said you might want to master English first.
I've got Southern English down. I got that down pat. It's when you get to that New York Bronx, I get kind of lost there.
That's where.
Yeah, it
Okay.
really messes me up.
That
And I keep
far
going.
up, huh?
I keep going. Huh? Huh? What'd you say? All right. 2005, she would win a big television show, and her first song that came out would be "Jesus Take the Wheel."
Oh, Carrie.
What a star she has begun. Nice
She's
lady
a wonderful
there.
person.
Y'all remember this? She played the mother. Her name was Mary Carver. The name's not going to do much for you, but Rick and AJ probably.
Simon and Simon.
Yes, sir, it was. She played the mom on the TV show.
I like that show. Had the old Dodge Power Wagon.
Yeah.
And Rick had what was a white Corvette, wasn't it?
Then he got a red Camaro.
Then he got a red Camaro,
And his
yeah.
hair was always so pretty, and it bothered me.
It always amazed me because they had the only Dodge Power Wagon that would crank every time they went out. Everybody else is behind a wrecker, but theirs always cranked.
That's funny. I read an article about that not long ago, just how many of them they had.
Gerald McCraney,
McCraney from
wasn't it?
Mississippi.
From Miss Laurel, So-So, somewhere
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
He was married to, what's her name from Design?
Miss McCraney, yeah.
I know
The
that
one,
one.
Dixie.
Dixie Carter.
No, that was
The other one?
Hal Holbrook that was married to her. He was married to the other girl.
The fluffy one.
Yeah, the Fluffy. That's what it
Delta
was.
something.
Well, I didn't say fat, I said fluffy.
Yeah,
Delta Burke.
Yeah.
Then he hit the Delta. Yeah, that's right. This guy, I don't think he ever ran for president, but he thought about it once or twice. He was a top military guy, and he passed.
General?
Yep, sure was. And they often asked him questionnaires. But he thought about running, and I want to say he was a part of the Reagan.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Colin Powell.
That's it. That's it. He passed away today back in
I can't
And I would
Anybody
have
answer, by the way.
voted for him, and I said
Me
that
too.
too. I thought that guy was smart.
He
very,
was.
very smart. Very smart.
But he just never came through. It was lots of talk that he may have ran.
Well, he had better sense, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
That is can y'all really imagine? I wouldn't want that job.
He could have run the presidency by himself. He wouldn't need all that help.
That's
Like
the
they
thing
got
about,
nowadays.
we, the public, we're pretty tough on elected officials. Now, some of them deserve it, but it really impacts who gets on that ballot because you got to be ready because they're going. I mean, people are
Anything
tough.
that you've ever done in your life, and then possibly things that you haven't done.
You
And
got
your
you got to
family.
defend against everything, and it, like she said, it doesn't matter if it's local, low level, local, all the way up. You're an open book, buddy.
You are.
And they got somebody gonna take. You could be doing the best job. You could be prayed up, doing everything you're supposed to do, and you're still gonna be 20-30% of the people
That
think
just-
you're an idiot.
Yeah.
And that just really hate. I mean, there's people
That's
that
a
just
word.
hate elected officials. I mean, they just,
And most of them didn't even vote, by the way.
and based off,
Exactly.
and a
Or
lot of
they're
times based
ineligible
off
to
of-
vote.
based off of inaccurate information or an impression that's been given to them
That's
by
right.
media or other people. A lot of times it's unjust. Now, sometimes
Sometimes
Yeah,
it is just,
yeah.
but that really plays a big portion into who puts their name out there. And
That's
sometimes
right.
it's just not the best of the best.
we don't always get the best people on the ballot because the people that are smart enough to do the job are smart enough to realize
I don't
that
want
ain't
that.
enough. So you either got to be really led and convicted to do it,
Well, look
or
what they did to that Supreme Court.
you
justice.
you
What
doing
was
it for the wrong
Kavanaugh?
reasons
No.
because it's not fun. None of them get paid enough for what they
No.
Kavanaugh
actually
got
do.
drugged
if
through
they're
the
doing the
mud.
job correctly.
Yeah.
What does the president pay? $400,000 a year?
Yeah.
If you're a businessman, that is
And I
nothing.
don't know how you do the math, but I mean, it's obviously some awesome investing because I think Obama come out of office worth like $400 million, and he'd only made
Yeah, we gotta
like
fix that.
$1.2 million. So I mean,
Oh,
Yeah.
that's and I'm gonna. That
Even
is
on
a
local
Republican
levels.
and Democrat alike on the federal level are they're coming out wealthier on the other end, and something's got to be done.
wait, it ain't just on federal level. I mean,
I don't know.
Let's just it's the nightmare in the room.
if you got a $60,000 a year job, and then in 4 years you got $3 or $4 million worth of stuff, well, I mean, I
Something ain't adding
went to
up.
Clarkdale, but Wallace Mosley taught me how to do them gazentas.
Something fishy, y'all.
Yeah.
And taxes are getting higher. I'll just go ahead and throw that out there. That
Mine went up 18%.
and y'all look at this because coming in January, let me just go ahead and put this up. Your land taxes are fixing to go through the roof. 46% is what I'm hit with. Odie is 16, 17.
Mine's
20
18
something.
at one and
Odie said, I
16
think
at the
Odie
other.
said mine was 20
Yours
something
was,
percent.
one of yours was right at 19%, and the other one was like 14%. But we did Scotty Ray's, and it was 47%.
He's obviously rubbed somebody the wrong way.
I think so. I called. I checked into it, and they said you
They
run
put
your
you
mouth
on-
anymore.
they
We'll
put
go
you
back
on-
and charge you for back
That
taxes.
is not
They
what
put
they
him on
said.
But what I would like to know on a serious note on that, they want to blame this one, they want to blame that one. I just want to know who did. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Because everybody's fussing at the supervisors and they fussing at the tax assessor, the tax collector, the janitor, the why don't we find out
Who did it?
How did this happen, and just tell the truth about it.
Can y'all imagine? Let me say this: can y'all imagine had that school bond issue passed, what your taxes would be? Mine is going up. I was paying with homestead exemption. My taxes was almost $4,000, $3,900 and something. It's jumping to $6,200, I think, and some change.
You don't
That's
own
drastic.
anything.
No, you don't.
I mean, you don't. It can be paid for. You don't know. Don't pay them taxes and see who owns
They'll come
it.
take it.
It's a free country. It's a free country. No, it ain't.
I don't
pay them
mind
taxes.
paying a little bit because that does
Everybody
mean the
needs
value
to pay
of
their
my
part.
investment
Yeah.
is gone up.
Well, let me tell you, we got gold in these streets somewhere because something's wrong. And let me say this. Let me go out here on a limb. Y'all be careful of this. We got a new courthouse, $68 million, y'all. And it's still climbing with this because it's not big enough. We got now the next thing that is going to come up. I don't know if anybody's going to vote on it or if they're going to borrow money, but we all know that a jail is in the future. That will be millions upon millions. I don't know who's responsible. I don't know anything about it. I just know that is coming. I know that the taxpayer here cannot afford it.
Let me ask a question. I'm glad you pulled the scab off of this.
Okay.
This is just Greg's idea. Nobody wants a jail in their yard. Let's face it. It's kind of like, remember the old green dumpsters?
Yeah.
Everybody liked them, but nobody wanted them by their house.
That's correct.
Nobody wants a jail. Don't we have a jail out at Meehan?
We
at
did.
The Lost Gap exit.
Got a big old prison.
Why don't we contract with them if we have to add another wing to it?
Be
Let's
cheaper.
get out of the jail business and let's we'll use what we already got. That's just old dumb redneck me thinking. Why don't we, or why don't we take that mall up there and make it a jail? Because there ain't 3 stores in it.
Nope. I agree. That we've got some thinking to do here. when you cast these votes, you better be sure that the people that you're voting for has your best interest in mind. And I'm worried.
Let's wait and see what car tags do also.
Yeah, now car tags. It is awful, especially, and Julie, you live in the city.
I live inside the city.
Oh, yeah.
And you get hit at double.
Right. And I would just,
But the only difference is, now, again, Greg's opinion, I ain't saying I'm right or wrong, but I'm right. When you do car tags, most people own a vehicle. So
Correct.
you are getting a little money from everybody.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
When you jack up property taxes, well, if you don't own anything, if you're renting or if you're living in government housing, it don't affect you. You could care less what property taxes are. But when you do car tags, just about everybody's got a car.
They're going to make me mad.
We're getting a little bit from everybody. So I feel better about car tags going up than I do property taxes. I feel it's more fair.
We've got problems. This is a big hike, and we've got to watch our spending. And I know that there's talk of
we're watching it.
Yeah, go up, and up. But it will get to the point to where you will not be able to stay in. Business owners are not going to be able to handle this. They can't keep taking the burden. The people will start moving to other counties because, well, it's cheaper. Something's got to be done. Somebody that knows how to balance a budget, somebody that understands it's okay to go, no, work with what you've got.
Do the best you can with what you got. But I also, my prediction in my little crystal ball is
break it out.
Think about annexation. You got to chase the people because you got to have tax dollars. It takes tax dollars to make anything run, a city run. Well, if people are leaving and you got less and less people paying property taxes and less businesses, you're going to have to chase them somewhere. So Clarkdale, West Lauderdale, Southeast, Northeast, get ready because they hit Northeast last time. So somebody probably going to get hit again.
We look at, and what did they get? Nobody got anything that lives in those communities that are
city
north on
services.
30, like a firehouse maybe. They did get that.
Yeah.
That's it. And there's not, they got none of the other services. It's not right, and they're paying a lot of taxes. It ain't right, folks.
Nope.
And this is going to get worse. I don't know what's a jail cost, Greg. Have you looked?
Well, probably about what that courthouse cost.
I've even heard talk about what the plans cost for that thing for the people to look at. I've heard that brought up to me over.
You got one at Lost Gap. Won't we build a wing? Oh, you already got paid people, got a kitchen, you got medical. Why don't we just contract with them?
I do like the idea of a third party handling.
Then we're out of the lawsuits too. They sue them because everybody gets sued in the jail business.
That's a personal opinion, but I do. The jail, something's got to be done with the jail downtown. I don't. Yes, once, but I do not love that jail being in our downtown. I don't know what the thought process was back then when that decision was made, but I mean.
But where are you gonna put it? Because like I said, nobody wants it in their yard. Nobody wants to live next.
But Greg touched on a big thing there that is not often spoken of the lawsuits that come out of these prisons. People don't, the general public.
Well, they got nothing else to do. They're going to sit there all day long thinking of somebody to sue.
Well, I mean, the city of Meridian outsources their.
They sent them to the barrier.
They've gone to Kemper Clark, all that
somebody
through
made
the years.
A comment there that the city couldn't pay Kemper County. They're paying Clark County. There's more to that story. I don't know whether they didn't ask.
So originally they were like 30 days.
They were a little late. They paid their bill.
Here's the thing: the state and their purchasing laws. You have 45 days. It's different. You've got to turn in a bill, then the bill has to go in front of the council. The council has to approve it, and if you don't get it in by a certain date, it doesn't get on the docket.
Then you miss it until the next.
You miss it. They paid their bill. It was not within the amount of time that they thought. This is not like us playing a credit card bill when it says it's due on the 28th. You paid on the 28th. This is government. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit more finicky.
Well, there's a lot of checks and balances, as there should be.
Exactly.
Yes.
And
but they paid their bill.
And I'll say, before we go to commercial, I'll throw this out there. As we all remember, the tax that came in with the max, to where if you buy a hamburger at a restaurant, you get
food and beverage.
Correct.
Ooh, local people.
The problem has been, I don't think the general people understand this. This money has not been being put on the principal. I don't think it has. They're not paying the note off. Can add on things. The money needed to be worded that it has to go toward the principal.
Amen.
That is our problem. And so long as they keep buying other things with this, they can keep this over our heads. It should have said you X amount of dollars and it pays this off and it's over.
That's right.
And now this is going to go on forever. Where's somebody that can show me what the bill was, how much we paid on it?
Because most of these people are running government like they run their households on credit card. Borrow from Peter to pay Paul. Don't worry about paying nothing off.
Yep.
And that's what's wrong with this country now, is if you can't afford it, don't buy it. Or here's a thought, why don't we save up and get it?
I'm with you,
When
Greg.
we was a kid, I can remember when, I'm going to jump off something.
Greg, let me ask this.
Microwave oven come out. We saved up a whole year to get my mama a microwave for Christmas. We didn't go charge it and pay 36 payments on it. But no, nowadays you want something, you go get it, and we'll worry about paying the interest on it. Don't worry about the principal.
Let me ask something. I'm dead serious about this. Have you thought of ever running for political office? Has that thought ever entered your mind? Because I think we need. I'm serious of this. I think we need people that are like-minded, like what you were saying, running our city.
I have considered it. I ain't gonna lie about it. It will take lots of prayer and lots of to know that I had support. I don't know. I love the people, I love the county, and I just think things could be done differently. And I'm not going to throw rocks at nobody. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to do that. But I just think things could be done different.
Well, if I could vote for you, I would. I think we need somebody like that. Somebody that isn't just sitting back voting yes because somebody else did.
Well, it's time to quit. It's time to quit spending. You said a mouthful a few minutes ago. It's time that we lived within our means, and that we took care of. We prioritize things like they ought to be prioritized.
Yeah.
And quit buying and building stuff that we can't afford.
Boy, we got a big one there sitting downtown.
Now, there's no doubt. I don't know what I would have done. I ain't going to lie about that. I'm gonna give credit where it's due. We had to do something. When we needed a courthouse, there's no doubt. I don't know how I would have handled that, but I like to think I would have done it different.
You wouldn't have spent 68 million.
And I think that's something their problems in government are difficult, and there's never this is the clear solution. A lot of times you're picking the best option that you can, and it's not always as easy as it looks or seems, or as simple as it seems. It's hard, and I think that we need good people that care.
Yeah.
And I think we've got some, and we don't always agree with all of their decisions.
No, they got hard decisions.
And so it is. I'm just not one that likes to just sit and throw rocks. But elections matter. We got a big one coming up next year for Meridian, and then we've got one in a couple of weeks that matters a lot. If you're not registered to vote, you need to go see Miss Donna Jill. She's still in the old courthouse.
Right.
You won't be able to vote in November, but you can next year. And it takes, I think, about 2 minutes to go. And all you got to have is your ID.
And if you don't vote, shut up.
Yeah.
I don't know no other way of putting it. Unless there's something wrong, you have a wreck on the way, or you got the COVID or the flu or whatever. If you don't vote, shut up. Your opinion don't matter in my book.
But be educated when you do go to the poll. Know who each
and
one
remember,
of these
we're
people
not
are.
electing a Sunday school superintendent.
That's right.
We're electing the best person to run this country.
Oh my gosh, that's so much. It is. I don't need to like you as an elected official.
That's
we
right.
have got to stop trying to have popularity contests and really think about
You just said a mouthful.
and really think about qualified. When you're voting for city council, they're managing $54 million of your money. That's what their job is. And so you need to elect people that you feel are qualified to do that. And then when you're electing your mayor, you need someone that can run multiple departments, hire department heads to run those departments, and execute the day-to-day activities of the city. That's what you're hiring. It's not a popularity contest.
Just ask Ray Boswell that. Ray Boswell was probably the most controversial person we ever had, but I tell you what.
He was one of the best supervisors we ever had, and I don't care what district you lived in. If a tree fell and you couldn't get your supervisor, you call Ray. Ray'd take care of you.
He would.
And Ray was man enough to tell you when you called him, I can't do that. That's wrong. told me that straight up, and we were good friends. But Ray would tell you, no, I can't do that, or yes, I can. But if he told you a chicken dip snuff, you could look under his wing because it's gonna be a box of snuff.
And he would always go into establishments for his constituents just to check it out.
That's right.
Stop it.
I love me
Stop
some.
it.
I love me some Ray Boswell. Now I'm telling
And
you
then
straight
make sure
up.
they knew who he was.
And in my opinion, that's what we need today. We need somebody like Ray with
Y'all
a little
are gonna get
more
us in trouble.
Polished.
maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
It's just but no, I'm a big Ray Boswell fan.
We'll be right back.
Accidents happen. I should know. So if that deer jumps out in front of you, go see the professionals at Chet's Paint and Body Shop. Chet can help you navigate the confusing world of insurance. From that insurance-provided photo estimate to the right to choose the body shop of your choice. And from a minor scratch to a major collision, Chet has you covered. Chet offers quality repairs by trained and certified technicians with a lifetime warranty on all repairs. Chet is my shop of choice. I hope he's yours too.
Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn.
Looking for a deal you can't pass up? Right now, drive off in a quality used car for just $299 down and only $299 a month here at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Meridian. That's right, good reliable cars packed with features at a price you'll love. $299 down, $299 a month. Look, I'm not kidding. This is a real offer that our customers have taken advantage of for years now. Come see us today, Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. As we talk about things that are up and coming, this is going to be out at the Ag Center before long.
Hey, that's cool too, dude. They got stuff there that you ain't gonna find nowhere else.
That's right. Becky, I think we all know Becky. She's a sweetheart. She's going to be there. If you need a booth, something to sell, get in touch with her today. You can click her little link right there.
And don't this morning make you just feel Christmassy, that 38 degrees?
It does.
Looking at the two of y'all anyway.
Yeah.
It'll get underway at 9 o'clock on the 26th, run until 3 that afternoon. Come on out. We'll be there as well that day. So fun as we get ready for that. Is it marshmallow cooking anywhere tonight since it's so cool?
No, I cooked chili last night, though, and it was good, too. Made some elk chili.
I wanted to put out the statement that we got from Clark County Sheriff Anthony Chancellor, the situation that occurred yesterday in Clark County. Stonewall is where this went on. As we pull this up, here's the statement that comes in. Approximately at 1:30 this afternoon, the Clark County 911 received a call that an afternoon altercation took place at the intersection of Basstown Road and River Road in Stonewall, and one individual was injured. One person was found to have significant injuries and was transported to an area hospital. Clark County investigators found weapons that appeared to be blank, that word we can't use, device, on the scene. MBI, MEMA, and Mississippi Office of Homeland Security responded to the scene. The south side of Baystown intersection was closed, and they've been investigating with this. We'll get more information as this travels along, but someone was injured pretty rough there, and we hope to find out more about this today from Clark County Sheriff's Department. Kind of serious goings on there. Don't forget November the 2nd, as we get ready for this, we're getting ready for Veterans Day. As always, we'll have a ceremony there at the East Mississippi Veterans Park. We also have a ceremony downtown.
And they've got some eating coming up. Let me see if I can find where that piece of paper
Where that at?
That's not it. Here we go.
Y'all are so organized.
We are.
This is really a first-class operation here, guys.
We're all over it.
So the fish fry tomorrow, October 19th, starting at 11 a.m., $15 a plate at the Fleet Reserve Association, 8874 Highway 39 North. Include baked beans, coleslaw, hush puppies with the fish fry. So starting at 11 o'clock tomorrow, plates $15 for the Fleet Reserve. Man.
We
They got hush puppies
They got hush puppies.
because Greg ain't going. if
That's
they don't.
right.
got to have them hush puppies.
Oh, they
we
call me Puppy. Hush. Puppy.
We had a little incident on I-20 yesterday that slowed traffic to a crawl. It was backed up way past the airport.
Oh, no, it messed me up.
There it is. This is what went on. Let me just make this a little bit bigger for you to see. This was a Grand Marquis that just didn't make it any further.
But they saved the stereo, right?
They did. There it is right there.
No.
Yes, they did.
He did. He pulled it out of the trunk just in
Good for
time.
him.
It and let me tell you, it went
Priorities.
up. I see Keith there on the scene. It went up woof, quick. And they were able to put it out. Meridian Fire Department on scene there, but the car's total loss. But it did slow traffic. For,
Tell everybody how much you love Meridian Fire Department again.
Hey, I'm telling you, they're there. I mean, Meridian Fire Department is awesome in my book.
Yeah, they are. They did a
We heard.
fantastic job there, taking care of things there for everybody there. That could have been a lot worse there, and taken care of.
I had a bunch of people that keep 3 or 4 people have asked about other incidents in Clark County, and MBI is still investigating and has not released any new information. As soon as that comes out, we
will release it.
We
We'll
will
pass
release
it
it. But
along.
nobody knows anything, but MBI is in charge of all of that.
Let's see here. Do y'all remember the grandmother who accidentally sent a invite to the wrong person 5, 6
For
years
Thanksgiving?
ago? Yeah.
I think it's longer than that now.
Yeah, and the guy shows up.
Yeah.
And they become
like best friends.
best buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still going, but she made an announcement this week. I don't know if y'all seen it. She's been diagnosed with cancer.
Oh no.
So she's struggling with that. Hopefully they'll get to have Thanksgiving together this year. That's that touched my heart. I thought we
is.
should.
That's sweet.
Again, there are good people in this world.
Yes.
We seem to focus because that's all we ever hear is bad, bad, bad. But
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be on this city council. As Cleveland Browns are getting ready to build a new stadium. It's going to cost the taxpayers of that city $2.4 billion.
Cleveland Browns ain't building nothing.
It's the taxpayers that build all
if
this.
everybody felt the way I felt about pro sports, I wouldn't walk across the street if they was playing in my neighbor's yard, but that's my opinion.
And I struggle with this to where you have players that make $50 million and these team owners are making money. I understand that it brings money to the city, don't get me wrong. But if they're making that much profit, should they not?
Why don't they build their own stadium?
Right.
Something needs to be done. There's, again, something broken here. Small thoughts?
Well, when we sending men and women overseas to protect and fight for our country at $40,000 a year, and we paying a fella to chase a ball down a field, $80 million.
Well, we're paying
got
people
something messed up, folks.
We're paying people to walk out of their home to protect us here in our own city and county. A meager wage to protect us and make sure we're safe and protect our community. And we have ball players with sports making millions of dollars a year.
And I don't blame them. Don't get me wrong.
No.
If you're dumb
And I
enough to
don't blame
write me
people
a
that
check
don't
for
wanna
$80
do it.
million, I'm smart enough to cash it. I mean,
Yes, I get it. Now, we don't know if the Dallas Cowboys had anything to do with this or not because they can't win a game. We understand. But word is there was a break-in. This could be Watergate, y'all. A Los Angeles lineman had his playbook stolen out of his car.
who's going to read it to him?
Man, you're tough. I thought this show used to be an hour.
I'm honest. I'm not just being straight.
That's that's part of the headlines that are happening today. Let's see here. Martha Stewart, have y'all heard
Not
this?
in trouble again.
Well, she's not in trouble, but she's admitted to something. You know,
What?
she was married 29, 30 years. She was in the middle of an interview, just drops it of, hey, I might have had a little fling on the side during my marriage. She didn't say who. Snoop Dogg wasn't old enough, so it wasn't him. I just wanted to let you know that.
I was wondering.
She's like 85, but she dropped that in an interview that she kept it a secret for 30 years. Okay.
Well, all right, then.
It reminds me of the Mississippi squirrel when he started making laps.
People started confessing.
She started naming names.
Lord have mercy.
Why do you think she? I mean, why did she offer that?
Because I
Any
think she
context?
just left Snoop Dogg and she wasn't thinking.
You think she was smoking?
No, she wasn't smoking. She was just second.
She had a gun.
Secondhand smoke.
It was a gum.
That could be.
Maybe.
But I found that interesting. Do y'all remember? And I don't want y'all have to be careful what you joke about on this because I even thought about not bringing it up.
That means he's telling you to act.
Another way, that was a shut up, Greg, wasn't it?
I was at ODU too.
The government will pay for it.
Do y'all remember the name John Wayne Bobbitt?
Yeah, I do.
Do y'all realize that after he's got some nubs now?
Nip it, what Barney said.
That's what happened there. But he went on, and let me tell you what he done after that. You know, they reattached that little surgery he had to have. He went on to be an adult film star and made $6 million at that. No, he did. You've seen all of these commercials on TV about the Camp Lejeune. You know what I'm talking about?
He drank the water.
He did. They've cut all his toes off.
You're making stuff up now.
That's what they're saying there. That he is down to like
How
one
many
toe.
body parts can this person lose in a lifetime?
I think he got one toe left.
I just hope they get them all back where they belong.
Can they put them back on?
All right.
Where's the gong at dawn?
It was the first responder.
Can we please
that had
get back to an
find
hour
it.
show? Things start going off the rails after that.
Oxley County, they're looking for a cow thief. I thought we'd bring that up on local. They hadn't caught him yet.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something. You been to the stockyard lately?
Is it high?
Folks going to start stealing cows.
Take you to that Andy thing. Do you remember that?
Hey, put the shoes on him, made them cast mold. Yeah.
6 men stole the horse, the cow.
No.
Did you see it?
No,
They put boots on a cow and walked him out.
It looked like 6 men toted a cow out.
Okay.
They kept noticing these 2 back fellows here way more than that little skinny guy up front. Brought in the
walks
FBI.
funny too.
Have we got any birthdays, Odie?
Have you even been keeping up with them?
As they come in, we've got a few. We got Scott from Surf Pro. That's all we know. He's got a birthday today.
Hey, Scott.
Hayes Warren, 8 years old today. And Michael Ray Johnson's got a birthday today. Yeah, he said Lisa bought him a new towel. Must have been bigger.
I ain't touching that. We'll be right back.
With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
The selection is always changing at Massey Supermart Auto Sales with low mileage cars and trucks. How about a 2022 Jeep Wrangler or a 2021 Honda Ridgeline Sport with only 40,000 miles? A GMC Denali or a 2024 Silverado 2500. Drop in today and find the car that you're looking for. They're packed with low mileage cars and trucks.
The low profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. And I bring this up. Julia, you travel to Jackson quite a bit. You're over there. JPD is announcing they're going to protect people a lot better after recent shootings on I-20.
Okay.
Yeah, my suggestion is they call Capitol Police. What's yours?
I like Capitol Police a lot.
Yeah.
I think they're doing a great job.
They need to expand their territory.
I have begged Sean Tyndall that I think it's a great idea if they want to expand Capitol Police outside of Jackson, and Meridian would like to sign up.
Yes, sir.
I did that without any authority or ability, but I think Capitol Police has done an excellent job.
I know I'm a little slow because I hush. What is the difference in Capitol Police and Jackson Police?
Well, you can't chase anybody if you work for JPD. If somebody does something
So this
wrong,
is two different. This is two different departments.
The state had Capitol Police that they basically oversaw state buildings and things like that.
Okay,
And then,
okay. Like the governor, governor's mansion
several
kind of
years
stuff.
ago, they
Okay.
took that district and they expanded it. And really put some money to help protect the area around the Capitol. And then they came back a couple of years ago, and I'm sure that there's somebody that knows all the technicals on this a lot better than I do, listening, going, that's not. But a couple of years ago, they expanded the district even more of where, but it's the state's police force.
And they now can, in portions of that area downtown, they can arrest people if you do wrong.
Oh, absolutely.
JPD.
And I see I mean, they do arrest people.
Let me go ahead and open my mouth and put one of these fences that hurt in it. Why didn't we just make the ones that was already there do their job instead of expanding?
Well, it's who oversees them. So Jackson is responsible for Jackson Police Department.
Mm-hmm.
The Republican supermajority, House, Senate, and Governor oversee the Capitol Police.
Correct. That's the best way to put it there. Those
that's
that
the
are
difference in the
running JPD, similar to other agencies around, well, they.
But I think JPD, I mean, they've got some good officers and
We
stuff
didn't
too.
say
They got
that they
lots
were
of
bad.
problems though.
It just
Yeah.
they have the officers can't do their job for upper management.
So instead of making them clean it up and fix it, we'll just start another agency redundancy that covers the same area you're supposed to be covering and run it our.
There you
That's
go.
crazy.
That'll work.
It's similar
That's
to
crazy.
that. We both agencies existed. One wasn't doing their job, so one had to expand their.
Get rid
boundaries.
of it. If they don't do their job, get rid of it. Like, Donald Trump used to say on that show, you're fired.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree with that. We could just dissolve several police
I
departments.
got a backwards way of thinking.
No, but I think it would work. It would be there. But that's what happened in Jackson as we look at that. Now, Julie, I got one final question for you before we get out of here today. Because it's run a little long today. But I got lost on this. Do y'all remember the guy that was killed at JSU a few years ago? And it was an investigation. They arrested a man who was like 19 years old. They put him in jail for the longest. Has he been cleared of that?
I don't know. I remember something about it, but I'm not.
He's suing. What I'm reading here, he is suing for being falsely accused of killing someone. They never come up with a body. I just didn't know if he'd been cleared of the crime because that did not make headlines.
I don't remember.
Okay, I'm gonna have to investigate into that to find out whether or not that's it.
So a little investigative reporting.
Investigative reporting.
Yeah.
That's a
like
thing of the past.
those pictures that I was talking about that's going to be leaked out next week. We had a world-renowned wildlife photographer, Philip Mosley. He's known throughout the Clarkdale area.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All over the place there.
He might have got a picture of an elk that RW harvested, like 30 seconds before RW harvested it. But we're going to try to get those pictures leaked out.
Here they come.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's what happened, but I'm just saying. Philip,
Now, the second-
Philip is known throughout the line.
The picture on the
That's
right,
honorable,
the
yeah.
picture on the right, RW couldn't aim at that one, so they had to turn the elk sideways.
I think I could hit that
so
one.
he had a better. Okay.
But I'm not calling any names, but Philip leaked these pictures out, and he's the son of the famous big game hunter, Phil Mosley. They call him the Squirrel Whisperer.
The Squirrel Whisperer. Folks, we've had a wonderful time. Thanks for spending part of your day with us. Odie, I'm going to let you grab a quick
We're gonna
Bible
do that.
verse to get out.
We got Sheila Turner's having a birthday and Chad Wall's 41 today. And now we're going to go to Isaiah 41:10. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. That's all it is he's in our heart. He's in our lives, and he is with us every step of the way, no matter what we do. He's always there. All we got to do is ask him into our heart, forgive us of our sins, and walk straighter and closer with him. Y'all have a wonderful day. We'll see y'all Monday. Until then, remember we love you.
Y'all say bye.
Goodbye.
Say bye.
See you in a